back to Sparkle with Sophie. So let's get going with your ballet audition or ballet exam makeup. So I've tight lined my eyes, which is where you lift up the eyelid just here and you put some brown pencil eyeliner underneath there. I don't do it in front of the camera because it's not a cute angle to do it at. But if I just quickly mimic it, you literally lift it up, you fill in just this bit of the eye. Yep, and it just gives your eyelashes a little bit of a fuller look. Yep, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use some foundation. Depending on your skin type, the sort of look you want to go for. I don't like to go for really full heavy coverage if I'm doing an audition or an exam, because obviously you sweat a lot and you don't want it to run. So, one I really like is the Sheer Glow foundation by NARS. Or I do like to use the Charlotte Tilbury in a shade 2 Light Wonder foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to pop a tiny bit of that on the back of my hand. Going to take my brush, I'm just going to put that all over my face. Again, depending on whether you have a skin condition or the look that you prefer, that will determine what foundation you want to use. For ballet, I do like to give it quite a pretty feel, not like a soft glam or anything like that, just a pretty look. Because obviously it's a very elegant art form. So I'm just going to pop that just here, down this side of my face, cover that little blemish, and just dab it just underneath. Going to get a little bit more. And you want a foundation that's going to sit nicely on the skin. It's not going to become very, very shiny when you are performing. And you just want to put your best foot forward like anything. If you've seen my audition video, auditioning for vocational dance college, you will know it's very important to put your best foot forward. If you haven't seen that and you are auditioning for dance schools and dance colleges in the UK or in America, make sure you check that out, because I put on lots of helpful and useful tips that might be great to get you into dance school, get you that little bit further ahead. So make sure you check that out. Put a little bit more. I'm just going to pop it on my eyelids. Just like so. And underneath the eyes. There we go. Just even out all the skin tone. Just like that. Yeah. And then the places I tend to get shiny, I'm just going to go ahead now with my powder. Don't worry, I haven't finished doing under here. I will add concealer there in a moment. But I do like to take my powder. I use the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder by Charlotte Tilbury in a shade 1. But I'm going to take a little brush like this, and I just like to put it just over my chin, like so. And I like to put it down the sides of my nose and just the sides here of my face. Because, oh, got a bit of dry skin. I'll fix that up in a moment. Because I do seem to get rather sweaty just there and then just on the T-zone section. But I do like my cheeks to be a little bit shinier, which is quite nice. Just take an extra bit off just like so. Lovely. I'm then going to go in with my bronzer. Because I am very fair skinned, I like to mix my bronzer and my blusher, because I don't want to come off too like tanned looking, going for a bronzy look. I do just want that elegant ballet performer look. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This one I'm going to use to combine both my bronzer and my blusher is the Morphe M104. So I'm just going to dab it in my bronzer. Just take a little bit in there. Let's give it a little bit of a blow. And I just circle around. This is my blusher right here from Charlotte Tilbury, the Cheek to Cheek Swish and Pop Blusher Love Glow. So I just take that and I just literally sweep it just up the sides of my cheeks. You just want to add that little bit of colour, taking my bronzer, taking my blusher, and again just sweeping it up the cheeks, nothing too much, just to give that extra bit of colour. There we go. Very light motions. You don't want to take off your foundation. Then I like to take my blusher, just the blusher, and put it just on the apples of the cheeks to make them nice and rosy, just like so. So really nice, pretty audition makeup look. Then I'm going to take that bronzer and the blusher again. I just like to take it just down the chin, just like this. Lovely. And you can hear someone's come in my drive. Love that. I'm going to put that just down the bottom part of the face. And again, taking a little bit of the bronzer and the blusher, and just putting it along the forehead and blending that right in. We don't want any streaks or any lines. Lovely. So there you go. You've just added that little bit of colour to your face. So you feel nice and ready for your exam. I then take a smaller brush. This is from my Morphe multi-pack right here. If you take a look at this brush, and I just dab that in the bronzer and the blusher, and I just take it down the sides of the nose. Just here. Depending again on your nose shape or what you feel is necessary and appropriate to the look that you're trying to gain. I just like it because otherwise I feel like I put colour here and then the middle part of my face, the central part, doesn't have any colour in it. So I just like to do that. And then I take my powder brush and I just like to blend the sides in just there. Lovely. There you can see a nice little look for the face. The skin, very happy with the skin. I'm then going to go ahead and I'm just going to use a highlighter. My Becca highlighter, the colour is Rose Quartz, is my go-to for me because I have very pale skin. I don't really like to use a product that is more creamy or white toned. I like to use a pink one. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my brush. Where is it? Right, this one, perfect. This is my little brush I'm going to use. I'm just going to take my highlighter and I'm just going to take it just above the cheeks. Just here to add that shine. As you can see, it has a really nice shine. And just on top of the eyebrows. Really nice. Going to take it just down the nose. And just up here like so. Lovely. And then I do like to put it on the Cupid's bow. So just here. To give that a nice shine. Oh, that bit of dry skin is still there. I will sort that out at the end of the video. Lovely. So there you go, you've added that little bit of shine. And then I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put it on the eyelids. Just here. Because we want to add that nice shimmer, that nice shine. Ready? Because you want to sparkle in that ballet exam. So I'm just going to pop that up here. Like so. Okay, then we need to come onto our eyebrows. Again, you don't want anything too funky, anything that looks very, very artificial. So I go ahead, this is my Charlotte Tilbury Grace K eyebrow pencil. So I just literally do some extra strokes and fill in any gaps. Right now, absolutely need my eyebrows doing. But we will just ignore that and work with what we have got. Lovely, just gonna brush through like this. And brushing it up this way. Lovely, just filling in those little gaps. Lovely, look at that, just very natural looking eyebrows, filling in any gaps that I've got going on there. And they just look that little bit more groomed and put together. There we go. Lovely, so I'm going to grab my Morphe brow setting gel, which is just clear, and just brush it through the eyebrows, just to hold them in place, keeping them looking very groomed. Again, going to do it this side, keeping them very groomed and in place. Lovely. There we go. So now I need to go ahead and just do my eyes again. Less is more. You want to look very elegant, ready for your exam. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to grab my highlighter brush. Oh, where did I just put it? There, your highlighter brush. And I'm going to take this one right here. This is the Vintage Vamp palette by Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm going to use this shade right here. As you can see, it's very popular with me. I do like this one because it's just a very sheer pink shade. I'm going to come closer so you can see. I put it on and it just really just wakes up the eyelids. They look very pretty. It's very twinkly. It just makes you look like you're very together. You know, you're ready for a professional audition or a professional exam. Lovely. And then if you are a bit older, so this is sort of an adaptation for girls that are that little bit older. You're going to dip the brush into this colour right here, which looks quite dark, but don't worry, we'll blend it out. And you just blend it on the outer part of the eyes. So it's just that extra bit of colour. go back to the brush we just used. And you want to blend that all out, so all it's doing is bringing out the eyes a little bit more. Lovely. As you can see, nothing too exciting. And then I just take a smaller brush, like so. As you can see, dip it into that colour again, and I just take it just underneath the eyes. And underneath the eyes just here. So it has just woken up the eyes a little bit. As you can see, they stand out a little bit more. It's nothing too modern, nothing too special. It's just going to make your eyes pop that little bit more like we want them to. Then again, you can go back to your brown pencil or eyeliner, or you can use, when I like to use the Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury, which is more of a berry colour. And you're just going to drag it. Oh, this is a bit blunt. Make sure you sharpen it. I'm just going to drag it. I'd like to do it just from halfway, because again, I don't want to do anything too exciting. And just dragging it out like so. Like that, nothing exciting at all. So it still looks very, very natural, very, very easy. So halfway, or about 2/3 of the way over, dragging it along the eye. Much easier than using a liquid one if you struggle with that. And just pulling it just out like so. So it's just giving that little bit of definition to the makeup look, making you look that little bit more professional. And then we need to go and we need to grab our concealer from over here. I'm going to use my Born This Way. I pop a tiny bit of it on the back of my hand. I always put it on the back of my hand. I don't really like to put it directly on my face because I think of contamination and things if I have a spot and whatnot. I'm just going to take a little brush and I'm going to pop it just underneath the eyes, so here. Lovely, and I just put it just like so. Lovely, and I'm just going to press that in. Lovely. Making sure you're really massaging that into the eye because you don't want to have any lines or any streaks or anything that looks dodgy. And luckily, the warmth of your finger will allow the product to move nicely into the skin. And then we want to go ahead and we want to grab our powder again. Oops, grab my little powder brush. And you just want to pop a tiny bit of powder underneath the eyes, just here. So they've set. And then you need to go ahead and you need to grab your mascara. This is the Full Fat Lashes by Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop that just on my eyes. You always want to focus on the outer lashes because they're the ones that are going to make your eyes look bigger. There we go. I'm going to get a little mirror to do this so you can see how I'm doing it without looking right up my nose and seeing my brain. There we go. Okay, so I'm just brushing the eyelashes down. Lovely. Brushing them up. Oh, nice with the dry skin. There we go. There we go, got that dry skin off. And as you can see, the mascara makes such a difference to the eyes. And this mascara is super, super good. Look at the brush. Make sure you check that out. That's the Full Fat Lashes by Charlotte Tilbury. So I've just done one eye just there. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. And move around so you can see how I do it. I use the same hand. There we go. Just making sure I'm emphasising the outer lashes and then moving up with a little wiggle. Because I feel like that helps coat the eyelashes a bit more. Just wiggling up the brush. Lovely. And it really, really makes your eyelashes stand out and your eyes stand out. Then last but not least, we just want to go in and do a little bit of lip colour. I don't do anything exciting. I literally take, this is the Pillow Talk lip liner, or you want a very nudie natural one. You're going to just do around the lips. Just here. Just lining, not too much though. Very natural to your lips. grab a lipstick that you like. I love the Peach Blossom by MAC. It's just a very nice natural pinky one. And a tiny bit. Again, nothing too much. I did have my lip gloss, but it's gone. But it's always good to add a little bit of lip gloss, or you can use a little bit of lip balm. If I grab some just here. This is my lip sleeping mask that I love. I'm gonna pop a tiny bit of that on my lips. And blend it in. There we go. So it's a very nice, fresh, pink looking look. Wow, great. That was a really good, Sophie, looking look. Nice and pink, ready for your exam. So you can just pop your hair up into a bun. I am going to start doing videos where I show you how to do nice buns and such for your ballet exams. But yes, so this is the final look. Very nice, very pretty, sort of very, very girly-ish, ready for your ballet exam. So I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and let me know if there are any other videos that you'd like to see. Best of luck with your exam!